I'll hit you up later. What's going on, team? What's going on, team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session market breakdown for October the 10th of 2024. Let me go ahead and post the link for this. Give me 1 second. I started a little late today. Time just flew today. I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, so the link has been posted in Discord. Stream is live. Forex market breakdown isolation session. Alright, we'll start at we'll give everybody another minute here. But for everybody who's joining us for the first time, welcome to tonight's class. This session we do not get entries. We do not look for entries here. I do not take trades during Asia. I only look at trades during our live trading session in the morning from 6 a.m. all the way to 10:30 a.m. I trade the end of London going into NYC and the beginning of the NYC session. What we do in this session, we go over every single pair that we look at throughout our live trading session, which are going to be the ones that with the red folders that you see here, starting off with AU, finishing off with US oil. We're going to be looking at AU, EA, ECAD, EU, GA, GCAD, GJ, GU, US30, USDCAD, USD ZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and US oil. There's a pair that's not supposed to be here. Alright, so any questions, guys, let me know. Any pairs in specific you want me to watch, or you want me to go over, you want me to explain a move that's happening, let me know whether or not they're on our list. Any questions throughout the stream that anything about what I'm doing, why I'm looking at what I'm looking at, you know, the rules, if you guys want me to explain them, what they are, what they mean, what they do, how do they work in different places in the market, whenever you're uptrending, downtrending, when you're consolidating. Any questions? How do you look at your 30-minute highs, your 4-hour highs, daily highs? Any questions at all, guys, just let me know. To answer the question that a lot of people have as well, that I get asked a lot, especially for the people who watch the recording, you know, the number one question that I've had is, how do I trade? What is my trading style? Is it ICT? Is it, you know, soup turtle soup, whatever? We don't have, how do I explain this? The way we trade the markets. That's the number one thing. What do I mean by we trade the markets? We're trading market structure, whatever is there, right? The easiest way, trade the market maker's pattern. That's the name of it. If you guys want to do some research, look into what that is, go ahead and do it. It's called market maker's pattern. That is what we trade, right? We trade the overall trends of what's going on a day-to-day basis, right? And we'll give the example. We look through it with every single pair that we trade. Let me go ahead and turn it off as well. This is a good example for US30 too. So US30 is gonna be a good one to look at. Mr. Khan, good evening, my brother. Could you have a look at USDCAD? Yep, USDCAD is one of the pairs that we look at on our list. I do go in order. You know, it's easier for our viewers that you know, who are active with us every single day. They have a little timestamp. So I do go in order, starting off with AU, finishing off with US oil. Should be a quick stream today, about 30 to 45 minutes. But USDCAD is on my list, but it is one of the last pairs that I do. But USDCAD is in a good place. I would stick around, or if you want to come and watch the recording, you know, you could do that as well. What's good, Albert? Good evening. And again, for the people just joining us, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna start in 50 seconds. I'll start at the 5-minute mark here on the stream. Have everybody give everybody a few seconds to join since we just started. But yeah, any questions, guys? Once again, I'll say it again. Any questions, let me know. We do these streams every single day, Monday through Friday. We do the live trading session from 7 to 10:30 a.m. We do this session, the isolation session market breakdown, which is this one from 7 to 8 p.m. and we do a weekly market breakdown in the weekends on Sunday. So we do free one-on-one sessions as well. So if you guys are interested in any of that, you guys could go ahead and join the Discord. Thank you, Con. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Yep. And again, if you guys are interested, I'll post the Discord link too here in the chat so you guys could have it. Again, it's a free community. Everything we do here is free. If anybody messages you in Discord, we have a lot of people, a lot of bots trying to scam people. We don't sell courses. We do it free. We don't sell signals. We don't sell account managers. None of that. Everything we do here is free. Sure, we'll join your Discord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And share it around. If you got friends that trade, get them in here. Again, everything we do is free, so we have a pretty good community of people who join us every single time. So really appreciate that. Wish everybody were like you. This world is about money. Sadly, yeah, it's we can't knock the hustle, right? Without money, you can't survive. So this is where we talk about this on the stream. Not a lot, but we do bring it up from time to time. This is where you really have to do your research and really figure out who you're learning from, right? Are you learning trading from somebody who's just who's doing it for marketing, like just selling a course to make money from the money they're making money from the courses they're selling, or are they actually trading? And unfortunately, 90% of the people selling courses shouldn't be teaching, because they're just messing up everybody who really wants to get into it, right? In the last 9 months, I've had a lot of people that I mentor too, who are like, yo, I've been doing this for 2, 3, 4 years, but I see no progress, right? And I ask them who they're learning from, and it's just random people. We're not even gonna call out names. We don't need to do that. But it's just random people who it's like, okay, you gotta really sit there and understand, like, you don't even understand what you're trading, and you're already a year, 2 years into it. It's kind of, you gotta really ask yourself, are you learning the sufficient amount, right? And are you learning something that's really happening in the market, or is it just something, again, a marketing tool that people have been using to just make money from their courses? So I try to learn by myself, but I always have a problem with it, being honest with you. I still try to find my way. It happens, right? Especially when you learn by yourself. If you don't have the right guidance and the right tools that you need to learn, trading is a difficult thing to do, and that's why I wish that the future of trading, I hope it gets a lot better than what it is now, in the sense of how you introduce people to trading. I'll give a shout out to Top Tier Trader. They're doing an amazing thing for the community. They have a prop firm, they have a broker, and then they also have their educational platform that teaches you about trading before you should do it before you start trading on their prop firm, but they do have that available for people. So it's when you're learning by yourself and you don't have the right people, or you don't have the right information, it's very difficult. It definitely takes a longer time. But if you have a mentor or somebody who's trading, and they can help you out, find your way, what your trading style is connected to your personality and stuff like that, it goes a long way. So trading is very hard. I really hope I can stick with you after I join Discord. Of course, of course. Yeah, I do. Again, we also do free one-on-one sessions. You'll see it in the Discord. I'll say this and then we'll start, because I don't want to. I know it's late for a lot of people too. A lot of people from overseas who watch us at this time. So, we do free one-on-one sessions. You'll see it in the Discord. So you could either request a one-on-one with me. You could request one with E, who is usually the one who does these sessions. I usually do the live trading sessions in the morning. EV Easy, you'll see him in the Discord too. He usually does these classes. We're both mentors here from Advice Trading. So, if I think not yesterday, on last week, Friday, Thursday, he did the sessions. So if you want to go back and watch him and how he explains it, we trade the exact same way, but he definitely does a better job at getting more information out than I do. But we both trade the same way, same trading style. We teach and preach the same trading style to everybody that we talk to. So I'm from Germany, yeah, so I already know it's late where you're at. You're like 6 or 7 hours ahead of me. So alright, let's get started, guys. We're here 10 minutes. Again, gave everybody a few minutes to join. Again, for people who are watching the recording, I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, like you guys always do, message me on Discord, message me on X or Instagram, wherever you guys feel more comfortable. If you guys have any questions before the market, or before we start trading in the NYC session, if you guys have any questions, I'll say it tomorrow. I'll give you guys the answers and everything on stream. So let's get started. So again, we're gonna start in order from AU, finishing off with US oil. We'll be looking at the pairs that you see with the red flag. Starting off with AU in the daily time frame, we know we're in A2. We're in the second zone of consolidation where price is just moving sideways, and we're looking for that third push to the bottom. So we're back at the top of the zone of consolidation. And again, at the top of the zone of consolidation is where you want to start looking for your entries going short. And this is looking good, right? Structure, we could still see price giving us higher highs and higher lows and higher highs. So it's all good. Now we're looking at where price is going to stop giving us a pullback and start downtrending and giving us lower lows and lower highs. So this is where the 4-hour time frame comes in handy, right? We can still see now how structure is still playing out, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs, right? Going into these higher lows, this is where we can start seeing price slowing down, just moving sideways. So this is where now in the 30-minute comes in handy. What is price doing in the 30-minute time frame? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And I'm not going to say that this is lower high, lower low. We're not going to say. We could do that based on the wicks, but this was a news candle for today at 8:30. So if we put in a line chart, that wick is never there. These lows never broke, right? So we know now that we're trading lower low, lower high, right? Where did the break happen, right? Lower low. So we know that we're trading between these 30-minute highs and these 30-minute lows. And we know, again, price is uptrending in the 4-hour. Price is uptrending in the daily. So once we start seeing price uptrending here in the 30-minute time frame, this is where price is going to let us know, okay, we could continue to go high, or this is where price is going to go short, right? And again, I just have the line chart so I could show you guys that these lows never broke, right? And we're still trading between this 30-minute lower high and this 30-minute lower low, right? So we want to wait for price to start giving us a pullback back to the top side, or if price again rejects these highs, this is where we'll start looking for entries again for tomorrow going into the next trading week as well. So let's update this real quick. We had a day of rise finally after multiple days of price going down, and we had a 4-hour bullish candle. So perfect. So AU is still not going to be on our watch list, but we're going to keep it on. We'll look at it tomorrow morning. EA in the daily time frame, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. Perfect. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, but again, structure, we can still see lower lows and lower highs. So we want to be careful taking these buys, right? What do we want to see? Opposite from AU. On EA, we want to see those higher highs and higher lows. In the 4-hour time frame, we can still see lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? So could this push up to the top side? Could it be a lower high to continue into a lower low? Absolutely. But again, this is where the 30-minute is going to really tell us where price wants to go, right? We had a change of character, higher high, higher low, and then we had a higher high. All of this is part of the same trend break of structure to the top side, right? So this is where we have to start asking ourselves the question. Well, first of all, right? Did we really have a clean break of these highs after the 800 EMA, after we had, let's say, people who are calling this a break of structure, right? Did we have a clean break of structure? We did not. Why? Because this green candle was the first candle that broke above this structure, right? Did we have any other candle that broke above that wick? No. They all closed below and started trending down. So let's look at it this way as well. When we're looking for a pullback, when we have a higher high going into a higher low, where are we expecting those pullbacks to happen to? Right? The main one, and we'll just talk about the main one, is the 50% fib retracement, right? Which is also connected to the previous higher low. So we have two different confluences right now letting us know that this is maybe a good spot to take a trade. However, what is structure still doing? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Even in the internal time frame, you can see price lower low, lower high, lower low. So when will I start taking these trades or looking for price to enter? Is going to be when price breaks above and starts giving us higher highs and higher lows. Right? I'm not getting in now because price could continue. We still don't have an anchor. Price is still not giving us higher highs and higher lows. So we cannot take this trade just yet. Right? So let's update our 30-minute move for the day. We had a day of drop, so no continuations, right? We're going to leave the fib here. We're going to leave these drawings like this, and we'll come back to this on tomorrow morning. EURCAD daily time frame. We are in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. right? And this is that pair that we're still looking for that clean break of structure to the top. We still don't have a clean break, right? And we can see that this is a little zone now in the higher time frame. If we go lower, we'll see it too, where price is moving sideways, right? So we're in a zone of consolidation. So we now know that price rejected these lows, right? Boom, 1, 2, 3. We got a little change of character. We got the break of structure. Could we continue to see price push out to the top side? Let's go look in the 30-minute time frame, right? In the 30-minute time frame, we had a change of character, higher high, higher low, higher high. With the news candle, it came down, gave us a retest, and then just stayed back up top, right? And we know that we have a 30-minute day of rise as well. Technically 2 days of rise. Now the question is, am I going to be looking for a trade? Let me clean up this charts real quick. I was doing a lot of drawings in this morning session, so the charts are a little dirty, but let me go ahead and fix this real quick. So we're now trading between this higher high. We're trading between the higher low over here. Right, so that's our higher high, and our higher low is over here. Right, so go back to the daily. Do we have any engulfing candles? No. No continuations either. In the 4 hour, we had 2 weeks of counter drop. This week being the 3rd week, we gave a new low with the opening candle with the wick. Started that push to the top side. However, we understand that we're trading higher high, higher low, and higher high. And this could still just be a retracement, right? This could be where price is still rejecting lows with 800 EMA to continue to push to the top side. Do we have any engulfing candles here? No. Right, so now this is where the 30-minute structure is going to come in handy, right? Where do we know price could push back up to? Let's mark up that first zone first of all. Where'd my drawings go? Oh, I deleted them. All good. We'll do this. Right? So where do we know price could push back up to? We know price could push back up to these highs over here. However, when we look to our left, what do we have? We have our first little zone of interest, right? Where we know price is going to reach these highs and reject and start going back down, or this is where price is going to break to continue that push to the top side, right? And we have clean structure, clean and balanced movements on the top, right? So here is where we're going to start using our fibs now. This is where how we start looking for our entries. Well, what do we need? What do we need first of all? Well, we know we're in level 2. We're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. Do we think that's going to happen? Well, let's start looking there. 200 EMA right now is on the 78% retracement, below the 800. Right? Technically, price already gave us a 50% retracement, tapped it again when the market opened. So at this point, I'm not really expecting price to come back down here. Do we have anything here, an engulfing candle that may be saving us from another pullback? No, nothing. So, okay. So let's talk about 2 entries. I'm going to mark this up for you guys too. Again, I'm not taking these trades. I'm just marking this up. So then tomorrow morning, we'll look at how price is reacting, and we'll take our trades in the morning. But I'm just keeping this here for the sake of the explanation for tomorrow morning once we wake up and we see how price is reacting to these zones. So 84 pips is ADR. Our safe take profit for tomorrow is going to be 56 pips, right? So we understand, let's say price doesn't go lower than this for by the time we wake up, 56 pips is going to be above our 30-minute zone. So again, for the sake of, I'll put it here at the top. All right, 46 pips. Okay, cool. So what am I looking for? Well, when we wake up, right now we can see price is moving sideways, right? So I want to see price break these highs to continue, or this is where we're going to see price break lows to go short. So we're looking for something like this. Yep, sorry guys, I'm still a little sick. Give me 1 second. Hope this is making sense, guys. Again, if anything doesn't make sense, if you need some clarity on something else, let me know. But this is what I'm going to be looking for. Where I'm going to be looking for price to either break these highs to continue, or I'll be looking for price to break these lows to go short. Right, so EURCAD is looking good. This could be a good one for tomorrow. Euro USD is looking good. We're in V1, first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. Right? What did we say yesterday and throughout this entire week? We know we wanted to see price give us a pullback to the 200 EMA. Did we get the pullback to the 200 EMA? Yes. Perfect. Is this where I'm going to take a trade? Well, first we got to wait for what? We got to wait for the lower time frame to tell us this is where price is going to give us a higher low to continue. And what do we need to see? How is price going to tell us that? Is by giving us higher highs and higher lows. Right? So now we know, okay, cool. 30-minute time frame, where are we trading? Lower low, lower high, and price gave us this break, lower low. Right? So right now price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. However, what do I like about this? Right? I love that this gave us a nice little anchor at the bottom. So the way we'll confirm that is going to be now we have an engulfing candle. We don't have an engulfing candle. Oh man, did it give it to us in the 5-minute? If it gave it to us in the 5-minute, okay, no. I'm not expecting price to come all the way back down. There's no way. Let's see in the 1-minute. Now let's connect this to the 1-minute structure and we'll see really what we're doing. So we have, boom, lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So this is where price already gave us a change of character, break of structure, right? And this is where price is trading. So right, we're all the way up here, higher high. You know, I'm not gonna argue and say this higher high, higher low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I'm not gonna say that. But we're looking good. We're still up. We don't have a tight anchor on this one just yet, but we'll look for it, right? We know right now we have day of no net perfect, so it didn't give us a third day of drop. We're not expecting one tomorrow. So yeah, this could be a really good one. Euro USD could definitely be a really good one. Let me go ahead and delete some of these drawings now, and let's clear this up. So now we know where we're trading, right? What we're looking for. No, I want those two. These were drawn out a couple days ago, right? So this is what I'm expecting. So at this point, you know, internal structure, we could connect this together, and I'm gonna be using the 5-minute. Since we had this lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, you know, at this point we could be looking for an internal entry, right? Where we could be looking for a flag post pattern in the 5-minute time frame. Now again, I don't use that, but when we connect it to the fibs, it would make sense, right? When you're looking for a retracement to 23.6 to 38.2, right, which is what we're looking at here, where price is going to break, give us a clean structure to the top side, consolidate between 23.6 and 38.2, and this is where price turns around, right? So again, I don't use the flag post, but since I use the fib, I have to give the reasonings as to why I'm looking for this fib, right? There's always, every tool you use in trading, every strategy is going to come in handy. Every strategy, right? Again, that's why in the beginning of the stream I was telling you guys, there's not one strategy I'm connected to. I trade the markets, right? The knowledge that I have and the way I was learning trading was learning everything about trading, right? Candlestick analysis, why candles move the way they move, why do some have bigger wicks than the others, right? Why do some have no wick, right? Because then that connects it to the candlestick patterns that you learn, right? The engulfing candles, which ones are valid, which ones are invalid, why is one valid, why is the other one invalid, right? These are lessons you have to learn, right? It's the same thing with the general Forex 101, which is double tops and double bottoms. If you look at the market, there's always double tops and double bottoms. 50% of the time they work, 50% of the time they do work. It's not because that's a 50% strategy. No, it's because there's reasons as to why that double bottom or why that double top didn't work out, and there's reasons why it did. So once you start learning that, you know, you kind of have to gauge it as like, wow, okay, hold on, we could learn all this about the market. Why is nobody teaching this? Right? They're giving you, everybody's giving you bits and pieces, right? You look at one trader, he's trading just one single style, you know, with one single candlestick rule. It's like, okay, cool, you could do that, but there's gonna be days where you're gonna lose using that strategy because you're not trading in the right way. You're not trading in the right zones. So again, at the end of the day, market structure is king. we have to wait for market structure. This does not mean that as soon as price gets down here, I'm entering. No, because market structure in the higher time frame, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. Right, so we don't want to get trapped in a lower high thinking that, oh, price is going to give us a retracement to 23.6, we're going to continue, when price is just giving us a lower high to continue going lower. So we have to wait for those anchors at the end of the day too. So EURUSD is definitely one we're going to keep an eye on. Again, this is going to be one in the morning that we're going to be looking to trade, and again, a lot of these pairs look good going into next week, so very excited for next week, so we could start getting in the bag with these. Give me 1 second, guys. My bad, guys, I'm back. So GA, right? Again, I was doing these drawings today, so I'm sorry that my charts are a little artsy. But GA, we're in V2, we're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side before we see the downtrend happening on GA. Now, we're still at the top of the zone of consolidation, not the best place to start looking for trades, especially when you're looking for longs. But we could see how price went back to these lows, gave us a rejection of the lows, and started the push to the top side. And again, you'll see that in the lower time frames. Right, in the 4 hour, we're still making lower low, lower high, lower low, waiting to see what price wants to do. Does it want to give us a lower high to continue into a lower low, or could price finally give us the higher high? And you can see that I drew here. Price can still be in downtrend pushing, making lower time frame, higher lows invalid. Right, and that's exactly what happened. Right, what did price do? It failed to give us a break of structure, made these invalid higher highs, and what did price do? Rejected. This is what I have in the drawing here, the red marker. Right, if it rejects these highs, we'll be looking for price to continue going short. That's exactly what price did. These are drawings that I made last night going into today's market session in the morning. Right, and that's exactly what price did. That is why these buys were invalid here going into today's session. A lot of people who got into buys on GA yesterday, thinking that this is where price, if we zoom in and look at the candlesticks, right, a lot of people last night got into these buys, right, thinking that this is where price turned around. Oh my god, we have a lower low, higher high, and we're in a zone of consolidation during Asia session. So many people got into buys here thinking that this is where price was going to continue, and what happened? Went right back down to the bottom, took everybody's money, everybody's cash. Right, so again, market structure is the #1 thing you have to learn in trading. Without market structure, you can't learn anything else, because nothing will work. Right, it doesn't matter what strategy you're using. If you're not looking at market structure, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Right, and then the days that you win is because you got lucky, and that's a fact. Right, so we still know that we're trading between this higher high, higher low, and higher high. So right now for GA, we're pretty much just waiting for price to start pushing back up to the top side to start looking for trades. At this point, I don't have anything else for GA. Again, yeah, we're looking for uptrends, but we need to wait for price to completely turn around, right? And that confirmation that price is turning around is when we get a break of structure, right? We had the change of character, beautiful, but without this break of structure, we cannot take a trade going long, or we're gonna have to wait for price to go back into these lows, and this is where we'll start taking our trades back to the top side. Right, so GA, we still have a little bit more of waiting to go before we could take a trade on this pair. Again, anything that doesn't make sense, guys, let me know, and I'll try to explain it again and give you guys better examples and stuff. So GCAD, we're in level 2. We're looking for price to give us a pullback. This is still at the highs, at the very highs. I don't like trading up here, so we'll wait for a pullback. This is not really one that I'm trading. We're still trading between higher high, higher low, and higher high. You know, could this have been the higher low to continue? Yeah, but I'm looking for a steeper pullback. I don't like price doing this. But at this point, we do have a change of character, higher high. So if we get a break of structure, after the change of character, then we'll start taking that trade. So we know that we're trading now between lower high, lower low, higher high, and we're trading between this low still and this higher high. So we're looking for price to give us a break of structure of these highs over here. And we had 4 days of price going up. Did it give us a rise or no? It gave us a rise. Okay, no problem. GCAD will continue to monitor going into tomorrow. GJ, I'm not trading it, so I'm not even going to I'm not really going to give him, well, you know, I'll do it anyway. Might as well, we're already on it, right? All right, GJ. So let's go to the daily time frame. Right, daily time frame, we're in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're still making higher high, higher low, higher high. So again, could this be the higher low to continue into a higher high? Yes. However, going into the 4-hour time frame, right? Keep it in mind, daily time frame we're uptrending. However, in the 4-hour time frame, what is price doing? Lower low, lower high. All of this is part of the same trend break of structure, lower low. Price never broke these highs, price never broke these lows. Price has just been ranging in the zone, right? Gets us to these highs over here. Internally, we had a little higher high, which is all right, cool, no worries. So we know we were trading between this high and this low at this point, because this is where price rejected twice to go back up to the highs, right? And we could see price rejected these highs once, twice, 3 times, and we got up to it again this week, right? So again, this goes for a lot of the people that were looking for buys, right? Now you see how it's mapped out in the 30-minute time frame, right? Look how many times price rejected these highs, and what happened? Price went right back down to the bottom. So again, did price give us a break of structure? No. A lot of people were trading this last night, again, where they would think that this is where price gave us the higher high. Price was just consolidating, right? Gave you a fake engulfing candle and made you believe that you were straight in profit. But then what happened? Price rejected the highs again and flipped and turned back around and hit everybody's stop loss. So again, market structure is king. You cannot take a long. You cannot be in a buy position when price is in a higher high. If price would have given you the break of structure, right? If it would have given you a higher high, higher low, and then you take a trade to continue, perfect. If not, price is not going anywhere. You have to wait for those confirmations. So again, GJ, beautiful movements, beautiful movements. If you were trading this during pretty much the end of London going into NYC, right, anywhere between 5 and 7 a.m. and you caught this entry, I mean, this was a beautiful fucking trade. Beautiful trade. However, I don't trade counter. I only trade with the trends. So you'll see that if I'm looking for an overall market makers pattern uptrend, I'm only looking for buys. If the overall market makers pattern is downtrend, I'm looking for sells. I don't trade going against the trend. It's not part of my rules. So, but if you're a trader that does trade the trends and you know, trading both counter and with the trend, then if you caught those trades, they're beautiful. You know, again, that it can't be more beautiful than that. They can't give it to you more beautiful. GU, right? We have daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame first, right? Let's clean this up. Well, no, I can't delete this. This was a good session that I had today with this. I can't delete these markings because we're gonna have to see these tomorrow morning as well. Okay, so sorry for the mess, guys. I know. GU, we know we're in V1, right? We're in the first zone of consolidation. We're looking for that second push to the top side. Did we get a break of structure of the zone consolidation to confirm that we are in level 2? Yes, right? We had the break of structure. Now we're looking for a pullback. Very similar to the other pairs. Again, we all traded the same way, so all pairs are treated equally. We know that in level 2, we're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. So right now, again, why I'm using the fibs in these levels is because now I'm looking for places where price could potentially give us a pullback if it doesn't reach the 200 EMA. But once again, before we could look for an entry, right, we need to go into the lower time frames to see what price is doing. Right, we know we're trading higher high, higher low, higher high. Could this be the higher low? Could this be the retest to continue the push to the top side? 100%. However, in order for us to look for a trade, what do we need to see? We need to wait for an anchor, exactly what I have written up here, right? Or we need to see price turn around and give us higher highs and higher lows. And what are we still doing? Lower low, lower high, right? Technically speaking, we broke here, but I'm not going to say this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that all of this, lower high into the lower low. Right? So we know that we're trading. Now let's delete some of these drawings. Right? We know that we're trading between these lows over here, right, and these lower highs up here. And we have 2 days of drop, but this is going counter, so I'm not expecting a third push, but it could give it to us. We know we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So until I don't see higher highs and higher lows on GU, I'm not taking a trade. Right? So we're good. GU, we're still, again, just going to keep it, just going to monitor it, not going to be actively trading it until we don't get higher highs and higher lows, but it's looking good. We're almost done here, guys. We're missing 5 pairs. These should be going by quick too. US30. This is another one that I have a lot of drawings for today, and we'll look at it. This is a pair for this morning that we were actively wanting to trade, but we never had an entry, which is good, right? US30, I'm not taking it lightly. This is a pair that, you know, I'm waiting for my confirmations. We're in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're in a higher high situation. We're in the daily high. We're in the 4-hour high. We're in the 30-minute high. Let's go down to a lower time frame. We can see more things. Right, structure, we can see that price is in a little zone of consolidation. Right, and again, the structure, you'll see it more in the 30-minute time frame, which is where I have all this mess. Right, we're in a zone of consolidation where price is rejecting lows, rejecting highs, lows, middle, low, highs again, rejecting highs. Right, so this is where we get into the tea a little bit of what is price gonna do. So start from scratch here. All right, so for today, we know we had a day of drop, clean drop. Okay, we had a 372, but I'm not gonna. We're in peak high territory. I'm not gonna mark it as a rise drop. So first and foremost, 30-minute lows and 30-minute highs. We know we're trading between this 30-minute high and this 30-minute low down here, right? So what was I looking for? We'll start off with that. So I am looking for shorts on US30. However, in order for me to have confirmed shorts that this is where price is going to give us an entry to continue going short, I needed to see that internal shift. I need to see a change of character and a break of structure. So this is where a lot of people get trapped in trading, which is we could see market in the 30-minute. We could see it 30-minute, right? Lower low, rejection of the highs, right? Lower lows. So getting into these trades, it's like, all right, cool. We know we could get into these trades back down to the lows, right? Easy. Now, you have those traders who are like, nah, I'm going to keep holding this trade, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you're going to hold a trade, you have to understand you have to look at price in the lower time frame. And this is where the mess comes in. It's a mess if you don't know what you're looking at. That's why I was kind of contemplating whether or not I wanted to show this, because it is a headache, but you have to know it. So we know that we were trading higher high at one point, right? This is how structure works. In US30, I always say this: in order for you to trade US30, you have to graduate to it, right? If it's difficult for you to look at structure on a pair like EURUSD or AUDUSD, if it's difficult for you to look at market structure on a pair like GBPJPY, you shouldn't be trading gold. You shouldn't be trading US30. You shouldn't be trading commodities. You shouldn't be trading indexes. You shouldn't be, oh, I'm going to go trade futures. You have to learn market structure on a smaller pair in order for you to go into the US30, which is a beast, and trade effectively, right? To avoid these wicks, because these wicks aren't 2, 3, 10 pips. These wicks are 500 pips, right? These wicks 100 and 1,000 pips, right? 1563, right? We have another 55 pip, you know, so it's, you have to trade this the right way. So to not lose any more time, we've been already here for a long time, and I know it's late for everybody, but we know we were higher high, higher low. Again, this is not a real candle. If we turn on the line chart, that was just noise in the market, right? Higher high, higher low. Where did price give us a change of character, right? Gave it to us here. So then boom, we had a higher high, change of character, lower low, right? Internally, we could see price giving us lower high, lower low. But why am I not marking it this way? Because in order for this to be a valid break of structure, in order for this to be called lower low, lower high, lower low, we need a valid break of structure. And again, what is a break of structure? I'll show you guys now, right? I'll do the drawing, and if the drawing doesn't make sense, let me know and I'll pull up the screenshot. You have the break of structure line, right? You have the candles, boom. Let's say you're looking for a break of structure going short, right? How do the candles need to look? You have the red candle, the first red candle that broke below the zone, right? This is not the break of structure line. The break of structure, right, to go short is the second red candle or any other red candle after this that closes below the wick and is also not touching the break of structure line. Once you get this break of structure, that's when you're looking for a retest to continue going short, right? But if this red candle is touching the zone, whether it's the wick or whether it's the body of the candle, it's still a testing candle, right? So look at these candles and how they were reacting to these lows. Did we ever get a break of structure? This first red candle, boom, closed below. What happened after that? The next candles, not only are they touching the line, but they never closed below the wick. What did price do? It went right back to the top, right? What did it do after that? It went down. Boom, red candle closed below the line. The next candles, what happened? Not only are they touching the line, but they also never broke below. What happened? Price went back to the highs, went back down to the low, never broke, but never closed below. It went back up, went back down. This red candle touching the line, testing. This red candle, boom, touching the line, testing. Went back up, green candle. Next candle, red candle, closed below the line. Did any of these candles close below the red wick? No. What happened? Price went right back to the top. Now, why is this important? Because now in the 15-minute time frame, what did the market makers give us in the 15-minute time frame to confuse everybody? They gave us an engulfing candle. A beautiful engulfing candle, right? This is my number one entry in the market, are engulfing candles. This is what I am the market maker's headache, right? So let's go back. We know we have an engulfing candle. So again, keep in mind, everybody who got faked out, who thought that these were break of structures, they went in and got in on a trade going short to think that this was going to be the lower high, the break of structure retest to continue going short. And what did price do? It went straight to stop loss. I never traded US30 or Dow Jones, too feared of it, man. I respect people who trade it. Yeah, these pairs are monsters, right? Same thing with commodities when you're trading silver or gold, right? You have to, again, you have to graduate to these pairs. Because if you can't do what I just showed here in the 5-minute time frame, again, the market is going, I could teach you, again, we teach people in this stream every single day what these engulfing candles look like, right? I could teach you what an engulfing candle looks like. I could teach you what a double bottom is. I could teach you what a double top is, right? I could teach you whatever you want to know in the market. But if I don't teach you market structure, if I don't teach you the reasons why this engulfing candle didn't work, everybody who loses a trade, they're going to say, oh, it's just part of the market. It's probabilities. It's 50-50. It's not going to work every single time, which is fine. But there is a reason why you're losing the trade. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not going to talk about anything other than that sentence, which is, there's a reason why you're losing. It's not always because it's 50-50. It's not always because this is not gambling. This is trading. You either know what you're trading or you don't. It's that simple, right? So the reason why this engulfing candle didn't work, the reason why price didn't continue going short on US30, even though we were seeing price go lower low and lower high, is because that internal shift never happened. If we would have had price give us a clean break of structure, we take this trade 100% of the times and we're straight in profit 100% of the time, every single time. And we have proof of that, right? Where's the proof? Let's go back to US30, a pair that I have not traded in a few weeks, in a few months. Let's go back to the last entry that I had, right? What was this entry? Let's go to the 15. That was a 15-minute engulfing candle, right? And I'm doing this for educational purposes. I'm not here to gloat. I'm not here to, be like, oh, haha, I caught this trade. No. I'm here for educational purposes to show you guys, right, the proof. This is what we're trading every single time, every single day, what did we see? Change of character, higher high, higher low, higher high break of structure, and what did we get? Right, this is the 1 minute structure. I can't go to the 1 minute this far though, the market won't let me, right? But we got the change of character, the break of structure, and the pullback. What did we get after the break of structure? We got the 15-minute engulfing candle, red, red, green. And that answers your question, Albert. Is it always supposed to be two red candles attached to each other, especially if it's the second red candle? Yes. An engulfing candle going bullish will always be two red candles, and the third red candle, it's always going to be 1, 2, 3. It's never 1, 2, 3 and then 4. No, it's always 1, 2, 3. Always. Right? Two red candles with a green candle. Both red candles have to have top and bottom wicks. Green candle has to have a top and a bottom wick. And the green candle preferably has to close above that first red candle's wick. Right? And I'll draw it out. Again, red. Right? Second red candle has to close below the first red candle's wick. Both of them have to have top and bottom wicks. And then you have the green candle. That was not a good drawing, but you get it. Right? And then this is where you'll be looking for price to retest to continue. Red, red, green, retest, entry here, stop loss at the bottom, straight into profit. Right? And then vice versa, I'll draw the bearish one as well so you guys could have a screenshot of this. Make sure you guys draw this down. Make sure you guys have this drawn. Make sure you guys learn this. Right? And again, it's the same thing in every single time frame. 30-minute, an hour, 4-hour, daily time frame. Right? And then bearish is green, green, red. Right? So you have green. Same rules apply. Both candles have to have top and bottom wicks. Second green candle has to close above the first green candle. Right? Green, green, and then you have the red. And again, same rules apply. You have to have that red candle. The red candle has to have top and bottom wick, and it has to close below the first green candle's wick. And you're looking for a retest to continue going short. So this is the bearish engulfing candle, and this is the bullish engulfing candle. Right? And again, I could show you another example. All my trades have the same reasoning behind them every single time. So boom. I didn't catch this trade, but look how perfect this was. 30-minute engulfing candle. It gave us the change of character, break of structure. Gave us the retest to continue going short. Zero drawdown. It gave us another entry here. Again, I didn't take this one, but I had it marked up. Same thing. Lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low. Right? Gave us an engulfing candle in the 5-minute time frame. Gave us an engulfing candle in the 30-minute time, in the 15-minute time frame. Right? Break of structure, higher high, higher low, retest to continue into the higher high. This was another trade that I missed. Beautiful entry, zero drawdown to continue. Right? Again, I'm only doing this for educational purposes. In the 1-hour time frame, I didn't catch this trade. I can't go further than this. But again, in the 1-hour time frame, what did we have? We had a change of character, higher high, higher low. Boom, retest in the 1-hour time frame for the higher low to continue. And this is where price was consolidating. Right? In this zone of consolidation, what did price do? It gave you a break of structure. It retested and then continued. It doesn't get easier than that, guys. Right? So recently, I haven't traded US30. I'm waiting for my confirmations. Once we get our confirmations, that's when we'll start trading. So let's delete these drawings that we have here. Hope you guys took notes on those drawings, on those engulfing candles, what they are, how they look like, and why they're powerful. Right? And again, even in the 5-minute time frame, once again, very important. For a novice trader, not that important, because you're not really going to be using it that much. But in the case that we were looking at US30, and I gave this example this morning in the stream, why I didn't take that trade, and that's exactly why I didn't take the trade. If we would have taken that trade, we would have lost. Again, everybody that takes losses in trading, they all tell you the same thing. Oh, it's part of the game. It's part of my trading plan. You're not doing enough homework. Right? You could avoid losses. There's 99% of the losses you take in trading, you could avoid them. Right? That 1% that you're not going to be able to avoid is your psychology. Why are you taking those trades? Are you bored and just pressing buy or sell? Are you following your trading plan? Right? That's all connected to psychology. Not following your trading plan, not looking at the market, not doing your markups, not understanding where you're trading in the market. If you take a loss, it's on you. That's really how it is, right? Could you lose that 1% following your trading plan? Sure, that happens too. But we're not going to say that. I can't sit here myself. I can't sit here and agree to what people in the trading space is saying. Oh, you can't have more than a 50%, 60% win rate. That's not real. Personally, I can't say that sentence. Personally. So, USD CAD, right? This is the pair. I'm sorry it took so long to get here, man. It's been an hour already. I've been doing a lot of explanations and talking and kind of ranting too, but let's get this done. We're almost done, guys. 4 more pairs. These should go by pretty quick. I'm not really looking at any of these pairs to trade actively, but USD CAD, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. This is looking good, right? Gave us a pullback, right? Internally, we can see how price is now starting to shift, right? Lower low, lower high into a inducement lower low, and we're now making higher highs, right? This is another pair that we've been talking about since the beginning of this week. If price gives us 2 weeks of rise, we know next week we'll continue to look. However, what I don't like about USD CAD now is if you didn't catch these trades in the bottom, you know, there's 2 things I want to see here, which price hasn't given us. Is a real we have a change of character, but I can't sit here and say we have a clean break of structure. So yeah, we could see price giving us higher highs and higher lows and higher highs, but we still don't have a pullback. So I'm gonna be expecting USD CAD to give us a pullback. You know, I'm torn between, you know, I really want to take these trades. However, once again, there's a few rules I have to make sure that we're following, and it's market structure. Right? We're in a situation where USD CAD has been in the zone of consolidation since 2022, October of 2022. So again, understanding that we've rejected these highs so many times, right? And we're right back at these highs. I can't take these trades. It just doesn't make sense. We're right at the previous high, right? Look how close we are. Now we're putting the pieces together. Right? We know that these aren't real lows, so we're still trading between lower low, lower high, and lower low. Why aren't these real lows? We don't have a clean break of structure. Right? This was just an inducement. So could we still be in a lower high now here to continue into a lower low and go again? Reject the top of the zone consolidation every single time, and we went right back to the bottom. Every single time. Right? Every single time. So again, USD CAD would love for fucking, you know, would love it. I hate that I can't trade USD CAD, man. This is one of those pairs that, you know, Donovan in our group, he knows this more than everybody else. He's been with us for a few years now. You know, he loves trading USD CAD, and he catches some really good USD CAD trades. For some reason, I always miss them. Always. I don't think I remember the last time I took a USD CAD trade. Right? We missed these. Right? I missed these trades. I missed these trades down here. Right? Beautiful trades. I mean, like, I've missed every single USD CAD trade in the last 6 months. You guys could see I have not, the last time I took a USD CAD trade, holy shit, I found one in July. It was 3 months ago. Was the last time I took a USD CAD trade. Same reasonings for the other one. Zone of consolidation, rejection of the lows, gave us an engulfing candle. Lower time frame gave us a change of character, break of structure, retest to continue to the top. Same thing down here. Right? Same thing down here. Rejection of the lows, 30-minute engulfing, retest to continue to the highs. Rejection of the lows, 30-minute engulfing candle, retest straight to the highs. Zero drawdown. These are trades we've taken on stream. You guys could go back and watch them every single time. But anyway, yeah, USD CAD, you know, again, would love to start taking these trades back to the top. However, you know, we're in a situation where we could still be trending down, and at this point, looking for buys when price has already been going up for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. That's unheard of, right? So do you think 1.39540 is achievable still? 39540. So that's 39540. So that's all the way up here. So it's definitely achievable, right? The question really isn't, is it achievable? The question is, when is price going to make those moves, right? USD CAD is one of those pairs. Again, I am still expecting USD CAD to go up to at least 40587, right? But realistically speaking, I'm really looking at USD CAD to potentially even go higher, right? To these highs over here, the previous highs. So again, the question is really, when is it going to do that? And before we could even consider going past your zone, right, to 3 to 4, 1.4, we need to see that break of structure to then continue, which we will get that, right? That's what we're pretty much looking for on GU, right? GU, we're looking for that break of structure, right, to continue the trend. Did we get the break of structure? Yes. So now we're looking for a higher low to continue into a higher high. Comparing it to USD CAD, we don't have that break, right? Comparing it to EURUSD doesn't have that break either. We're still testing highs. So to go back into the question of USD CAD, do I think it's gonna go up now? Let me read everything else you said, because that's my TP3. I entered at 366, 36535, 36535. Okay. Holding it still, and to be honest, I'm not sure how it might end up. Yeah, so it's not a bad entry, right? That's number one. We'll start off with that. Number one is not a bad entry. Obviously not. We're making higher highs, higher lows. You're in profit. Beautiful trade, right? And let's look at it in the 30-minute. 36535. 36535. So beautiful. So you got in, at the higher low. Beautiful, right? Beautiful trade. Now, I don't swing trade, but I look at market structure. So I can give you a little bit of insight, right? Where would I hold that trade? So number one, at this point, I wouldn't really hold that trade anymore. Why? Because the upcoming, the incoming, whatever the word is, right? That traffic that's coming on the left-hand side, did price give us a break of structure? No. But this is where now in the 30-minute time frame and the lower time frames is going to be your friend, right? We can see in the 30-minute we're still trading higher high, higher low, higher high. So it all depends how much money you want to lose, right? How much money you want to leave on the table. What do I mean by that? Well, you could do two of three things at this point, right? You could do what I say there? I said that wrong. You could do some things here to minimize your losses. Number one, internal time frame. We have higher high, higher low, higher high. Price already gave you a lower low change of character, right? This is where you'll start cutting your losses. If price continues the trend to the top side, then you could continue to hold that trade. Beautiful. You could hold that trade. Now in the 5-minute time frame, price gives you a break of structure, that's it. I would get out. As soon as price gives you that break of structure, I would get out of the trade. Why? Because that's going to be the call that price is going to give you a pullback. Now, where is price going to pull back to? Well, let's talk about those zones, right? Let's say you continue to hold the trade, right? Your first line of defense in an uptrend is where we're at right now, the 23.6 and 38.2. What do I mean by that? Well, these are the zones where price is going to give you a pullback, a higher low to continue into a higher high. If price in the 5-minute time frame here gives you the break of structure, then you know your next line of defense is going to be the 38.2. And again, if you're still holding the trade by that time, at this point you already lost, right? From where price is at now to these lows, you already lost 22 pips. So let's just talk about the amount of pips you lost right now. You already lost 40 pips in the trade that you're in, right? And this is a big pair, so 40 pips is a lot of pips to be losing, right? So let's say you cut your losses now when price gives you the break of structure, you only cut out 40 pips in your profit. Now, if you continue to wait, price gives you a break of structure and it gives you a steeper pullback to 38.2, you lost 50 pips, right? And do the same thing. Well, if price gives you, again, when price gets to these lows at the 38.2, if price continues to give you a break of structure, your next line of defense is the 50% retracement. And at this point, if price continues to trend down, you already know you're going to get a steeper pullback. So you just have to manage the trade. At this point, like if you're a swing trader, oh, what did I do here? Fuck, my bad, guys. I lost the chat. Right? If you're a swing trader, again, I don't swing trade. I'm a day trader. So I'm also giving you input and I'm giving you insight as a day trader and how I would manage my trades. But putting my mindset as a swing trader, right? Shifting it to a swing trader, you have to be able to look at these zones and you have to babysit those trades, right? And you got to ask yourself the question again, you know, we're already at a point. Let me go ahead and delete some of these drawings here, and I hope that's making sense, right? We're at a point in the chart where, let's say we don't want to make that much noise, right? Fuck that, I don't want to go into that low of a time frame, right? You already know you reached the zone, you reached the high where price, in order for price to continue going higher into the TP number 3 that you have, you keep it simple, you have to wait for this break of structure, right? Same thing with these highs over here that are in the 4-hour. We zoom out, right? We know that this was the previous lower high. So again, in order for price to even reach the zone that you're talking about, right, 3.6, let's mark it up here. No, that was your entry, your 3.94. So in order for price to reach up here, we need to break these highs, we need to break these highs, and we need to break these highs over here, right? So we need to break these highs, we need to break these highs, we need to break these highs over here, and these highs, which is the line that we have over here. So, you know, your entry here was good because you already broke these highs. You had to break, retest, this is where you got in, right? 365, right? 365. You got in here to then continue. Perfect, right? And it continued up because we had an imbalance all the way to the top side from the left hand side until these highs were reached. So now we're doing the same thing. The same thing you did here, you have to do it here as well. You have to continue to look at it the same way, right? So this is where you got to babysit price, and now just ask yourself the question again, okay, now is price breaking to continue? Or again, in the 30-minute time frame, this is where you'll see price is going to just turn around, right, and start giving you lower lows and lower highs. So to really just give yourself the question that you're asking, you know, is price achievable to go that high? 100%. The question is, again, is price ready to go that high? And you have to wait. Market structure, you have to follow market structure. There's no other way to explain that. I hope that made sense. I know that was a lot, but alright, so let's get this shit started. Let's get this shit ended, guys. It's been an hour already. USDZAR, we're in V2, we're in the second zone of consolidation. Looking for that third push to the top side. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. This is our safety trade, right? So this is where we want to start seeing price giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? At these lows, we have an engulfing candle as well. So could this be the anchor? Could this be where we're expecting price to give us a pullback to continue the push to the top side? Absolutely. But before we could take that trade, what do we want to see? Want to see higher highs and higher lows. So here in the 4-hour, we know we're still trading lower low, lower high, lower low. We're trading between this 4-hour low and this 4-hour high. And price right now gave us a lower high retest of the previous break. So this isn't the best place to look for a trade. We already know that because we're still trading in the external lower low and lower high, right? So going into the 30-minute, this is where we want to start seeing, right? Change of character, break of structure, push number 2, pullback, push number 3. Right, we already had that push number 3. We know we were trading in that previous lower high, so we already knew that for today, this was not the trade to look for. And what happened? Price went right back down and gave us a lower high. Right, again, higher high, higher low, higher high. What are we looking for? A higher low. So now here's where we're going to start looking for our entries. Right, for price to continue and give us a higher low. Oh my, I have to delete some of these drawings. I'm getting a headache. There's too much things on my screen. Why is this fib here? My bad, guys. Give me a second. This is the fib from the lower low to the lower high, right? In order for us to continue to go short, we wanted to see price stop, and it didn't. It continued to the top. So again, this is where price, all right, we can delete this fib, right? What we were talking about. In order for price to reject the lower lows and the lower highs, we need to start seeing higher highs and higher lows. Right, and right now internally we could still see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right, on the 800 EMA. Perfect. Right, so now we just gotta wait for the shift. We either gotta look for an engulfing candle to show up, or we want to see the lower time frame start turning around. And the lower time frame on this pair does not look good. There's not enough data yet on this chart on this pair. So we'll look at this in the morning. USDZAR looks good. Thank you for the time. Really, yes, I got it. All right, perfect. Might just control it the whole time now. If there's a sign that it will break, yeah. Like I said, you just gotta control it with these highs. Literally with these highs. And keep it simple. Again, I just showed you in the 5 minute. You already have the zones marked up, right? I'll keep it simple for you, right? Again, price already gave you the change of character, lower low, lower high. If price breaks these lows, you know you could get out of the trade because price is just going to give you a steeper pullback, right? But if price just continues to, again, break these highs, if it breaks these highs, if it breaks these highs, if it breaks these highs, and just continues to make higher highs and higher lows, right? If we break these highs, we know price is going to continue up to here. So, you know, you just manage it in the lower time frame. That's really what you have to do here now since you're swing trading. You just got to manage the trade. Alright, gold. We have daily time frame again. We're in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're in a higher high still, right? In the 4 hour time frame, we're trading between higher high, higher low, higher high all the way to the top, and right now we're seeing the higher low being set. Same thing. We're looking for where is price going to stop to continue the trend, right? We can see that price trended to the 38.2 and then started giving us higher highs and higher lows in the internal time frame. Right? Technically, no, we didn't. Right? We're still trading lower low, lower high, lower low. Price could still be giving us a lower high to continue into the lower lows. So at this moment, not actively trading gold. Let me go ahead and delete some of these drawings. Got a 4 hour bullish candle. Going on to the next one. I'm not going to be trading gold. Bitcoin market finished 16 minutes ago. Gave us a day of no nut. 3 days of drop. After 3 days of drop, market must chop or rise, and it gave us a no nut. Perfect. Still trading right at this point. Gave us a lower low, lower high, lower low. We're back on the engulfing candle. So this is where we're gonna be partying again with Bitcoin. This price is gonna go short and continue the lower time frame, lower lows and lower highs, or are we going to continue the overall uptrend that we're in the daily time frame? Right, 4 hour we could still see lower lows and lower highs. Right, and it looks like this week might finish on 2 weeks of drops. So we'll see. We're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. Not looking good though. Not looking good. We will continue to monitor Bitcoin, and then last but not least, oil. I might send you a message on Discord, bro. Hope you're okay with that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my messages are open. Just message me on Discord or Twitter or Instagram, wherever you feel more comfortable. Thank you for the easy explanation. No problem. Alright, so oil, right? Last but not least, A1, we're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the bottom. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation in the downtrend, so this is not the best place for a trade. However, we're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. We're still making lower low, lower high, lower low, bounce off the 200, right? Lower high, bounce off the 200 EMA again. And this is where we're looking for price to start the downtrend push once again, right? This is where I want to start seeing lower lows and lower highs. In the 4 hour, we know we're trading again, lower low, lower high, lower low. These 4 hour lows down here, and these 4 hour highs, right? We know we had a weaker rise last week. This week, if price doesn't go down tomorrow, then we'll have 2 weeks of rise, and we'll be looking for price to give us a steeper pullback to these 4 hour highs up here, right? And again, our confirmation that price wasn't going to continue going short, right, that we talked about yesterday, was, yeah, we had 2 days of drop. Yes, we had a change of character. Yes, we had a break of structure. Why didn't this work out? Easy. 800 EMA. Price respected the 800 EMA and started giving us an internal higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and it continued into a higher high. Right? So we know that in the 30-minute time frame now, we're trading change of character, higher high, and these 30-minute lows down here. Right? So US oil, we still gotta wait for price to start giving us lower lows and lower highs, give us real breaks to then continue going short. But that's today's class, guys. Any other questions, let me know. Anything else you guys want me to explain, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, anything at all, let me know. I'll give you guys a minute in the chat. If not, we'll be done for the night, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for the live trading session. We'll be looking at all of the pairs that we just talked about, and we have a few pairs to keep an eye out on for. So let's see, there was one pair that I added a marker for a trade. How's it going? So far, we're still on these highs, so we're still looking for that confirmation. So let me know, guys, any questions. If not, we'll be done for the night. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow's Friday, so we're not doing the isolation session tomorrow evening. But we'll be back on Sunday for the weekly market breakdown, and then we'll be back again on Monday for the live trading session in the morning, and then again the isolation sessions Monday through Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m., 6 to 10 a.m., and then on Sunday again. And again, you guys could join the Discord, request the one-on-one sessions as well. I'll be there, man. I love you. Love how you explain it. When will be the session? Tomorrow morning we'll do another one, the live trading session, and then the next isolation session, market breakdown, which is this one, will be on Monday evening. So the next sessions will be again tomorrow morning and then Sunday morning for the weekly market breakdown. One p.m. then for me. Yep. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. right now for me. So 6 a.m. Eastern time, or 7 a.m. Eastern time. Sorry, will be the live stream for tomorrow for the live trading. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace out. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night.